Alright, what we're going to do today, we're going to learn how to do a backflip. The key to doing a backflip is one, you don't travel any distance. You want to jump straight in the air, and you want to make sure that your knees come to your chest, not vice versa. If you are in the air and you bring your chest to your knees, you're going to stop your rotation and you're going to fall. What we're going to do now, we're going to do a little practice. It's on how to set yourself. It's almost like you're sitting in a chair. And it'll help you get your footing right for when you launch and do the flip. A lot of flips have to do with momentum. You get your momentum by pushing your limbs at the same time. Like for instance, to set for a flip, you want to shoot your arms in the air at the same time you're pushing with your legs. I'll show you some sets so you can see the difference in the height. This is regular bouncing. And then there's set bouncing. Your hands help lift you up in the air. So now I can show you putting some things together. I know this is only about backflips, but just in case, we'll see. We'll try back to a front. Pretty easy. And I'm tired. Another common misconception is the backflip is difficult. Backflip is actually easier to do than a front flip. You get to see the mat at 180 degrees of rotation as opposed to having to wait till you're all the way around with a front flip until you hit the mat before you can see the mat. Basically, all you have to overcome is fear of the backflip, and that's it. Once you overcome that, you can do any backflip that you want, any type of rendition of it, and it's easy. One of the main keys to a backflip, like I was saying earlier, is fear. If you are afraid and you get on the trampoline and you start to bounce and you start to do your flip and the fear overcomes you, it's guaranteed going to mess you up. You want to make sure your head stays still. You don't want to throw it backwards, that can get you in trouble. And you don't want to lean over your shoulder when you're jumping. A lot of people, they'll turn their shoulder and try and get their shoulder down to the mat first. You don't want to do that. You want to go straight over, let your legs do the work. Like I said, legs come up to the chest. Don't go vice versa. This is a front flip motion. This is a back flip motion. Two totally different motions. If you try and do one when you're doing the other one, you're going to get hurt. So keep that in mind. Okay, one of the main safety features of a trampoline is a pad. It covers the springs. Make sure you have a pad on your springs. Make sure you don't have a hole in your trampoline. And you should always replace your springs every 4 or 5 years so they don't get worn out. Just makes it a little safer, and unless you know what you're doing, don't mess with them without the safety equipment.